Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Offsiders podcast. I am Luca Mocan here again with Massimo DeFranco
What's up, guys?
and Brendan Lang.
How's it going, everyone?
So, Massimo, what is our team?
All right, and the number we have today is number 20, and that is the New York Rangers.
Okay.
All right. Original. Not original six.
No.
Close.
Yes, that's right.
Founded in 1926.
1926. Wow.
Yeah. They won 4 Stanley Cups in there. And their top 5 players are like Rod Gilbert, Brian Leetch, Jean Rattel, Andy Bathgate, and Mark Messier.
Now, Gretzky played on the Rangers, of course. That was near the end of his career, right?
Yeah, he didn't play for long enough, though.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I can't remember how long he played. And he was was that his last team?
I think so.
Yes. I have a picture of, or it's like my dad has like a newspaper cutout, and it's Gretzky on like his last game, and he's like crying in a Rangers jersey.
Yeah, Luca, I remember that picture. It was in your garage.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, New York Rangers. Played there for 3 years, actually.
4 Stanley Cups. That's pretty good for a team. Well, actually, not when they've been around for that long.
Not really.
I mean, 4 Stanley Cups is still respectable. Like, yeah, they've been around for a long time, but it's difficult to win. It's not like just because you've been around since 1927, you're supposed to have 10 cups or 12 cups or something like that. I mean, it's tough.
I mean, from 1940 to 1993, they didn't win a cup.
Yeah. They're a weird team. They haven't been they just haven't been good enough to compete with Titans in the Metro, Washington and Pittsburgh.
Like for a while there, they were like a solid playoff lock. Like I'd say pretty much when the Leafs were in like the Phil Kessel and like early Austin Matthews era, that like every time up until there, the Rangers, like you knew they were going to make the playoffs.
It was kind of like when the Rangers had McDonough and Lundqvist was on his prime.
That's right.
That's fine. Yeah. But I think we're zooming a little bit too fast.
Yeah, I mean,
in their second season in the league, they won the cup.
Mm-hmm.
How many teams were there when they started?
So I actually have no idea.
I can't remember what the first expansion was. I feel like there was.
Well, Google will tell us.
Yeah, I want to say 8, but I can't say for sure.
Like 8 more teams or 8 teams?
No, total? 8 total. I think there was 2 more. I can't say for sure though.
It says, who were the original 8 NHL teams? Well, first of all, that's wrong. And then the answer is original 6. Okay, never mind.
So in 1927-28, there was 2 divisions.
Yeah.
The American and Canadian division. Mm-hmm. And there was 5 teams in each.
Okay.
The Detroit Cougars.
There's 10, okay.
Wait, why are the New York Americans in the Canadian division?
Were they actually what?
Yeah.
I mean, the Toronto Blue Jays are in the American League.
Well, they're actually one.
But
there's
one
of the only teams in.
There's no Canadian league though.
Well, yeah, but you could just be in the National League.
Anyway, this is just irrelevant.
I don't understand why. Yeah, okay, I don't know how that makes sense, but
it says so after the post original 6 era, so this is 67 and 93. They made the finals twice in the 70s, but lost to the Bruins dynasty with the Bobby Orr and the Phil Esposito, and then to the Canadiens dynasty, which is the Guy Lafleur and Ken Dryden,
Maurice Richard.
I feel like Maurice Richard definitely before that.
70s.
Yeah, he definitely didn't play in the 70s.
That's true. That's true.
How good do you think he was?
I don't know. I don't remember the eras really well. Did he play with Jacques Plante, or was that Maurice Richard time?
Jacques Plante didn't wear a helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a goalie with
I'm
no
mixing it
mask.
up. Montreal's been good for too many times.
Goalie with no mask in the 70s.
Mixing up their eras.
Oh
No,
man,
you're mixing up your era.
that's what he said. Oh man, that's great. Rocket Richard. I want to see when he played 18 seasons. Wow,
Wait,
that's crazy. Let's see. His last season was in 60.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean the Rangers. I wouldn't say they're well. They definitely have a rich history. I can't say their history isn't rich.
Mhm.
They've been around since 1927. They're one of like the original teams. They're not original six, but they were put in pretty early on in the NHL's sort of like, you know, well, I don't know why I can't think of the word, but
Like
anyways.
they're part of the history, but they weren't like the foundation of the league.
Yeah, sure.
exactly.
That I don't know why there's a word I can't think of, but anyways. So yeah, I mean, 4 cups. I wouldn't say it's not horrible for sure. But like Lucas said, they did go a long time in between with no cups, so that's definitely something you can look at.
Well, I mean, man, it's almost been 30 years since they had a cup.
When was
But
the
I
last
mean,
one you said?
93, 94.
93, 94. I don't know. That's crazy to me. I can't believe 93 and 94 is like 30 years ago. But
Yeah.
They won the conference championship in 13-14,
hmm
and then won the President's Trophy in 14-15.
How? Oh, you know what? That must have been one of their last good years.
yeah, they went to the conference finals that year. Hmm. They went. They lost to the LA Kings in the 2013-14
Yeah, like
season in the Cup Finals. Why don't I remember them being in the finals?
there was
Were
a
they in the
time
finals?
where they were like good playoff locks.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at it here from 2010 to the 2010-11 season to 16-17, they didn't miss the playoffs once. That's I mean
It's
that's
weird. Like
consecutive
when I
7 years.
think of this team, the only star I think of is like Rick Nash and Ryan McDonough.
True. Rick Nash was really good for a pretty long time.
Yager played for them in 06-07.
Yager
He was
played
their
for
captain.
everyone.
Yager just seriously played for everyone but the Leafs.
Yeah.
Who else? It's sad. Let's take a look at some of their rosters.
Zuccarello, I think, was on there.
Yeah, Zuccarello would have been on those. I'm thinking like Chris Kreider might have been on some of those
Lundqvist
teams.
probably had like a ridiculous save percentage.
Lundqvist was definitely big on those ones. Rick Nash.
Mark
Yeah.
Stahl, Dan Girardi, Derek
Mark Stahl was
Stepan,
great.
Martin St. Louis. Oh my God.
He
What
played
season is this? 13-14?
Well, no, like I'm just naming like some of their like
notable
yeah
players. I actually don't remember St. Louis on the Rangers. Of course, I remember
yeah
Tampa Bay,
he
but
he played for them in 2015,
hmm.
I think. Yeah, I mean I guess he didn't play for them long.
I'm looking at the success of the Rangers really corresponds a lot with the years that Rick Nash played there. I think I said from 10-11 till 16-17 they made the playoffs, and he played on the Rangers from 12-13 all the way to 16-17. So
They had Brad Richards too.
Brad
Yeah,
Richards,
Emerson
that's right.
Adam.
Who did they have? Sorry.
Emerson Adam.
Oh yeah, really big impact player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had some really good playoff teams, pretty much.
I forgot they had Vladislav Nemesnikov. I forgot
Yeah.
about because he was part of the Ryan McDonough trade when he went to Tampa.
That's right.
Yeah. Now he's on Ottawa, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. They used to have Kevin Shattenkirk. That was like the best fantasy name I ever made.
Now he's on Tampa.
Yeah, what the heck? All their players going to Tampa.
Yeah. No, it's the thing where like Tampa and the Rangers just they trade so much. They're basically their own farm teams.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Like
I totally
JT
forgot
Miller,
about Jimmy Vesey.
he probably came
Yeah.
from Tampa too.
No,
Definitely not.
JT Miller did.
Yeah.
Jimmy Vesey was like this big name coming out of college, and then the Rangers drafted him, and he's like one of the biggest draft busts
Oh yeah.
ever.
hmm
Plays on Buffalo now. Or no, he was drafted by Nashville, then went to the Rangers.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Well, I mean, jumping forward a bit, I remember the most recent thing I can remember about the Rangers is when they had that season where they were in a bubble to make the playoffs, or they could just tear it down and rebuild. And the management basically just let their fans know, okay, we're gonna do bad this season, and we're gonna rebuild and try and make the playoffs next year. And they literally executed one of the fastest rebuilds I've ever seen, and they're still
How did
doing
they
it.
let their management, or how did management let the fans know?
I think they made like a post, or they put up a post or something. I don't know, but they
I don't think there will ever be a professional team that does that.
no, they did. They definitely let their fans know. I remember this.
I'm on their Wikipedia page. There's no history of that because I think that'd be a pretty notable thing saying, hey, loyal fans who bought season tickets, we're going to waste your money this year.
Speaking of notable, it's actually really notable. I mean, I can't say I forgot this. I just haven't really looked at the Rangers in a while, but they also play in Madison Square Garden, which makes things like it's such a place with so much history.
Yeah.
And then you
No
add
pressure.
a hockey franchise into there. I think that's so cool that they play in that arena.
Yeah, they have one of the hugest markets in the NHL.
They're the biggest, the richest team in the NHL.
Yeah, like with having a market that big, like you're gonna have a lot of money, which helps. And like I want to say you're kind of like you're like the Leafs in terms of people want to play for you, but your fans aren't as crazy as the Leafs. And then you're also like Vegas, where you're gonna get a lot of just tourists who are like, "Hey, we're in New York City. Let's go catch a Rangers game at MSG."
Definitely.
Like I feel like they have a good kind of, I guess, fan base, but it's like you're always gonna have money coming into this team because it's a New York team, but you know they're not the Islanders.
All right, so Luca,
What's up?
February 8th, 2018, the president of the New York Rangers made a Twitter post.
Oh, yeah. What?
A message from Glenn Sather to our fans.
Glenn Sather, that guy used to smoke cigars in the press box.
It's long, but I'll read in summary. He says, as you know, since the 2005-06 season, we've been a highly competitive team. We've played 129 playoff games, won the President's Trophy, reached the conference final, yada, yada, yada. While we're proud of these accomplishments, we didn't reach our ultimate goal of bringing the Stanley Cup back to New York. So as we do every season, we have been continuously evaluating our team. As we approach the trade deadline later this month in the summer, we will be focused on adding young, competitive players that combine speed, skill, and character. This may mean we lose some familiar faces, guys we all care about and respect. While this is part of the game, it's never easy. Our promise to you is our big plan. So they didn't really say, okay, we're going to be bad. They said we're going to trade some big names for some younger guys.
Yeah, that's just called putting new guys into a team. That's not saying, hey, we're going to tank. F you guys.
No.
I think that's a lot of pro teams in all pro sports do that, where they say, I mean, it's kind of like code words for saying we're gonna strip the whole thing down and start anew.
Yeah.
But they say like, oh, we're just trying to make the best moves for the team, trying to acquire young, controllable talent, like all that.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
and then they announced that, and then they moved Rick Nash, Michael Grabner, Ryan McDonough, and Matt Zuccarello.
Michael Grabner, oh no!
Hey, he was good in New York.
Yeah, he was good in New York. He went to Toronto, I'm pretty sure.
Right. Played on the Islanders too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think a lot of teams do that. Like Luke was saying, I don't think any team comes out and says, we're gonna tank, but they kind of like make code for it. And
yeah, we've touched on tanking in our Buffalo episode.
Yeah, that's right.
So what they did that season is for some reason the Sens gave up Zibanejad and a second-round pick for Derek Brassard and a seventh-round pick. So basically, the Rangers fleeced the Senators. And then the Rangers traded Derek Stepan and Antti Ranta to the Arizona Coyotes for Anthony DeAngelo and a first. And we'll talk about Tony DeAngelo later.
Mm-hmm.
Then they flipped more players for picks and developed the picks into stars like Adam Fox and Brendan Lemieux. And their rebuild's not even done yet. They've been accelerated because their players have been developed faster.
Except for Kako.
Yeah, well, it's his first year. I'm not gonna label him anything yet. I mean,
yeah, Jack Hughes didn't deliver either.
Exactly.
Come on, man! You're a 19-year-old in the NHL. Hurry up!
Yeah, exactly.
Hurry up, brother!
Hurry up before someone calls you a bust.
Yeah, I did actually see some things that he wasn't happy in New York.
I mean, You got 23 points in 66 games. I wouldn't be too happy either.
No, but he was saying
His
that he
ice time?
didn't know if he really wanted to play in New York, which is kind of crazy to me that a 19-year-old would say things like that.
Like,
Well,
the ball's on you, kid.
He's
like,
probably worried that there's not gonna be enough ice time for him.
but I mean, like you're 19, you're playing in the NHL. Like, what kind of guy?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't want to play on this NHL team. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like for me, that is just such a slimy thing to do because it's like, do you know how many people work every single day to take your spot, and you got a spot, and you're saying, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking here. Mark Stahl still playing in New York.
He's not on their current roster, I don't think.
Pretty sure he was their captain.
Oh, he is. He's still on their roster.
I can't believe he's only 33. I feel like he's been around.
All the Stahls feel like they're old.
Forever. Yeah, that's so true. Like, which one's the oldest? I think Eric's the oldest.
Definitely Eric, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
Ryan
guys in
Strome,
Minnesota.
the Saga boy.
Yeah, I mean, all of them, they just seem so much older than they are. I actually didn't know. Do you guys know? You guys know Darren Radish?
No.
Yeah.
Well, Taylor Radish, his brother, is a Tampa Bay draft pick, but I didn't know he lives across the street from my cousin, but I didn't know I didn't know that he was in the Rangers farm system.
Damn.
You should have got a jersey.
Yeah, he played for the Rockford Ice Hogs, which is
That's right.
the Chicago farm team. He played for the Erie Otters too. He played with McDavid actually in junior.
Wow. Imagine playing with McDavid in junior.
Okay, so the Rangers didn't have a first round pick from 2013 to 2016.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's how good they were.
I mean, they must have been.
Or they just traded them.
Yeah, well, they had to have been because I mean, every team gets a first round pick, but no matter how good you are, but they must have been trading for veteran talent at the deadline or in the offseason, stuff like that.
They drafted Mark Stahl in 2005.
2005, man, that's crazy.
So Mark Stahl's never played for a different team?
No, I think Mark Stahl's been in New York his whole career.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he went anywhere.
Damn.
I mean, I don't really know many teams who are like, you know what? You know who we need? Mark Stahl.
Oh, I mean, he's been a solid defenseman his whole career.
Leafs could use Mark Stahl.
Yeah, sure. I'd easily take Mark Stahl. He's been a stalwart. I know we're gonna get into prospect in a little bit later, but I just wanted to quickly say that Keandre Miller, I think, is going to be a stud defenseman in the NHL.
Yes,
and
for
I'm
sure.
really excited to see him play for the next couple of years coming here.
Well, we won't jump into their future just yet, but we can jump into their present.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of think we are in their present.
Yeah, I mean, so this season...
They have one hell of a backup goalie, Massimo. Do you know who their emergency backup is?
Say it.
Igor Shesterkin.
Yeah, Igor Shesterkin. So,
yeah,
this season, their top 5 players were Panarin. He put up 95 points in 69 games. He got a Hart nomination. We'll talk about that later. Zibanejad put up 75 and 57.
Jeez.
Ryan Strome, third, put up 59 and 70.
Saga boy.
There's a fall off there, but I mean, it's because Zibanejad and Panarin were really good this year. And then Tony DeAngelo put up 53 points in 68 games as a defenseman.
I got him on my fantasy team.
And then Pavel Pavel put up 46 points in 68 games. So they definitely have some good young forwards, like guys like Philip Hedl and Capo Caco, Barrett Howden, Brendan Lemieux.
Barrett Howden's on New York. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. Brendan, did you guys see the Brendan Lemieux suspension? They announced the suspension yesterday for a hit that happened March 11th.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
I was so confused.
I mean, I guess just because the NHL is resuming.
Yeah.
March 11th, that must have been the last game they played, or at least like second last or something like that.
Yeah. So you touched on Shesterkin. So basically, one of their main problems they have, and it's a good problem to have, is they have 3 good goalies.
I mean, Lundqvist won't be there for too much longer, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna just sit in LTIR or retire.
You don't think he's going to retire anytime soon?
I think when he retires, he's going to retire in New York.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You don't think his retirement's coming like in the near future, Massimo?
I think it will be, yeah, but I think they're gonna have to move Georgiev because I think they want to stick with Shesterkin.
Oh, definitely. I don't think there's any debate there, but I mean, Lundqvist is 38. I don't know what his contract is looking like.
I'll go check that real quick.
Yeah. Um, the only thing I think about Lundqvist is I wouldn't. Oh, he's seventh round pick. I wouldn't think that he would. I know he's kind of been in like a tandem this year. I don't know why I said that. He's been in a. I don't even know what other word to use. Anyways, there's been two goalies who share a bunch of the time.
Yeah. So,
I feel like Lundqvist wouldn't want to like just become a true backup
yeah,
before he retires. I think he'd want to retire as like at
Lund-
least playing. Like he played 30 games this year. Definitely, obviously, would have played more if they played the whole season. He was, I guess, kind of the backup this year, but
his contract is up the season after next season.
yeah, the season after next. So not next year, the year after.
2021, 2022.
So he's gonna be like, was it
39.
40?
39. When the contract expires, he'll be 39.
So he'll
30.
retire and then he's not going anywhere.
He'll be 39, but he's 38 right now. And
No, he's 37 right now.
no.
Oh, sorry. Well, 2019-20, he was 37.
The average age of this team is 24.7.
Yeah, Lundqvist will probably retire.
Nice
I
young
would think
team.
so, yeah. So he'll be 40 at that point. Especially he's not gonna sometimes people like to, kind of end their career off playing as like a backup, playing like 25, 30 games or something. But with him, like you guys touched on, I don't think he would want to leave New York. So I would expect he would retire after that season. But Shesterkin is probably coming quicker than that. So you're right. They're going to have to move Georgiev.
Exactly. We'll talk about Shesterkin for the future part, but for right now, their defense is also young and promising. Guys like Adam Fox, Tony DeAngelo, Jacob Trouba.
I can't believe Tony DeAngelo put up that many points. It's a good year for a defenseman.
He's fun to watch, man.
And he's not very old either.
No, I think he's like 22, 23.
Let's see here. Let's see. 24.
Yeah. Young defenseman, pretty good.
Yeah, and Keandre Miller coming too. Yeah, I really like their defensive core. And then Mark Stahl, I don't know his contract. He's only 33, so he'll probably be around for a couple more years. So that's a solid guy there. He's going to be a captain, knows how to lead a team. He's been doing it for a long time. So, yeah, definitely like the look of their defense core in the future.
All right. Do we want to jump into some trivia?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay. Luca needs this point to tie it up. It's currently 6-5 Brendan.
Then we're going to be jumping into other trivia.
Yes.
If Luca ties it, though, the next episode's going to have to be a tiebreaker for that.
Yeah. So, Central franchise point leaders. First up, Chicago Blackhawks.
Patrick Kane.
No.
I swear we did this one already, but anyways.
No, you didn't.
What is his name?
I swear we did.
The team honored him. I'm pretty sure he passed away.
Oh, no, I know who it is. Oh, I have it.
No, it's a very well known.
This is pissing me off. Like, I should know this.
Do you want a hint at his first name?
No, 1 second.
I won't give you a hint because I'm pretty sure if I give you the hint, Luca will get it right away.
What the hell?
I'm gonna make it even. I'll just wait till you guys guess it.
Huh. This is actually terrible.
Forward.
Dude.
I mean, I guess it's a forward.
Let me see if I can find an even hint for you.
Why? Wait, sorry, I didn't hear I didn't hear what you said about the other hint. I was thinking too hard. Why?
He didn't say anything.
So he played from the 1960s. He was regarded as one of the best centers of the 1960s.
Oh. Like, oh man.
It's Chicago.
Number 21.
I'm at a loss. Like, I can't think.
Do you want to go to points? Do you think you can get it, Luca?
No.
All right, I'll give you a minute. See if your brain can find the name.
Is it Bobby Hull?
It's not Bobby Hull.
Oh man.
I was thinking Brett Hull, but it wouldn't be Brett Hull. He's too young.
It's points.
You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna.
I know it's gonna be so annoying.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Stan Mikita.
Oh.
How many points did Stan Mikita put up?
1,400.
1,700.
Luca gets it. It's 1467.
Let's go.
Colorado Avalanche.
LeCavalier?
The Colorado Avalanche?
Why do I think he plays on Colorado?
Okay, I swear to God, Vincent LeCavalier in every division.
He really played on every team.
Vincent LeCavalier has played on every division.
He has, man. No.
I'm gonna say Matt Duchene, which is not Matt Duchene.
Is it Gabriel Landeskog?
I don't know.
If you said a name, I didn't hear you. You guys cut out.
Gabriel Landeskog.
I said Matt Duchene. I know it's not, but
no, it's neither of them. You know him.
I don't know who played in Colorado.
I mean, I definitely know him. I was gonna say Patrick Waugh.
Yeah, same. I was like, oh.
I
probably got a point or two under his belt.
Probably, yeah. Oh man, I just can't think today. I can picture
he's arguably one of the best for the franchise.
I can picture him playing.
People who are hearing this for the first time, I promise we do better.
Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. I want to say Joe Sakic.
Oh, that's it.
That's gotta be it. Jesus Christ.
That's gotta be it.
That was actually so bad.
Yeah. What? Wow.
Oh.
It's in the Cavalier.
I'm pretty sure you've guessed that in every trivia.
One day I'll get it.
Will you though? Does he have no points in?
He's literally played for Tampa, Philadelphia, and LA.
I only remember Tampa and Philadelphia. LA must have been earlier or later.
Oh yeah, it was to end his career.
Oh, okay.
Next team, Dallas Stars.
Mike Modano.
There we go. Mike Modano.
Ah.
Did you say Jamie Benn?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's a good guess.
All right. Minnesota Wild.
Niku Koivu.
Oh, Rankin gets it. Let's go.
How many teams are left?
Nashville Predators.
Ryan
Johansson?
Nope.
Nashville Predators.
It's a tough one.
Do we know this player?
I don't think you know this player.
I was literally just about to say Kyle Turris. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure to take him for like Ottawa.
Okay, you just go to points for this one.
You don't think we know him?
No.
Okay, say it.
David Legwand.
David Legwand. Yeah, I know that name.
Legwand. What an awful last name.
How many points did he put up?
900.
1,001.
Luca wins. He put up 566.
Oh man!
Oh Jesus! That record will be gone in 2 years.
Well, I mean, there's no good star in Nashville to take that.
Sure.
Philip Forsberg, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, St. Louis Blues.
St. Louis Blues didn't. I couldn't.
Currently 3-2 Brendan. I don't think you'll know him, to be honest.
Oh, really? St. Louis?
Didn't Brett Hall play for this team?
I was thinking Brett Hall as well, but
it's not him.
I really want to guess who it is though, because I hate when it just goes to points. It's just a crapshoot. You just say any number.
Hey, I'm for doing points.
He played for the St. Louis Blues from 76 to 89.
And that's when I know the roster the best. Damn it!
The first person that came to mind was Brett Hall as well, but
I mean, I don't mind going to points with Brandon.
No, I mean, go. I'm probably not going to get it.
Bernie Federko.
Okay, I would never guess.
All right, go to
I don't know,
points.
let's go 1,050.
This is so annoying.
You say 1,051?
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I should go higher or lower. Say his name again.
Bernie Federko.
Federko.
Lower.
You don't have to give me numbers. Go higher or lower.
In a sentence.
This is actually annoying. Okay, 1,049.
1,073.
No. Oh my god.
All right. This is for the game. It's tied up.
The marble.
Goodness. Oh my god.
Okay. The Winnipeg Jets.
Teemu Solani.
Is it Teemu Solani?
It's not Teemu Solani.
Fun fact: my mom dated that guy. Actually,
Oh, Winnipeg just this is gonna go to points again.
Is it Mark Scheifele?
Nope.
Brian Little?
Nope.
Okay, Massimo, could you give us maybe his
Currently plays for the team.
He does. Oh, okay.
I
Blake
can't say
Wheeler?
another name, can I? Yeah.
Yeah, Brendan gets it.
Snap the marker. Ah! Damn it!
Blake Wheeler is the leader on the Jets.
Yeah, for the Jets, because it was Kovalchuk with 256, and he never actually played a game for the Winnipeg Jets, because that makes sense, but now it's Blake Wheeler.
Huh. Well, the comeback just fell short. Sorry,
So,
buddy.
7-5, Brendan.
The T-shirt line has been canceled.
Okay, let's jump into the Rangers.
So just quickly now, guys. So now, what? What was that?
This is Lucas sobbing.
Oh man!
Sorry,
So
I was robbed.
You're robbed. Yeah. So now we're still gonna be doing our NHL part, but for the trivia, it's gonna be different sports now. So I think next week we're gonna do, or like the next couple weeks we're gonna do basketball. I think that's what the.
Yeah, we could.
Okay. So yeah, because the NBA is restarting up here soon, and kind of around the same time as hockey. So we'll probably do like 4 episodes of NBA, and then we'll get into football, and we'll do some baseball. And
yeah, like we'll still be talking about NHL teams just for the trivia portion.
Yep.
Okay, so the Rangers' future.
Looking bright, looking bright.
Their prospect pool is actually very bright, full of some very good young stars. They got Igor Shesterkin, obviously. He hasn't had a huge sample in the NHL, only 12 games, but he literally dominated every other league.
Yeah.
Still in the KHL. Yeah, exactly. Still prospect.
I like him.
In the KHL, from 2013 to 2019, he played 117 games, and his lowest save percentage was a 903, and his highest was a 953 in 28 games.
That's not that good.
And then in the AHL, he played 25 games and put up a 934. And in his 12 NHL games, he put up a 932. So, it's pretty good.
That is.
Then there's guys like Philip Hedl.
Yep. Keandre Miller.
Yep.
That's the guy that I'm most excited for. I'm can't wait to watch this guy play. 6'5", big guy. Like I'm so excited to see this guy play.
You talk about Keandre Miller, but Adam Fox is already in their lineup
Fox too. He's big as well.
42 points in 70 games.
Their defense core is actually. We talked about this a little earlier too, but it's
almost as good as the Carolina Hurricanes, but not as good yet. But they're stacked.
They're stacked. And
and like with an average age of 24, they're gonna be good for a very, very long time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And even if they're not, okay, just bring more young guys onto the team.
Exactly. They got some forwards coming in like Vitaly Kravtsov.
Yep.
He was a high draft pick, so some potential waiting for a breakout season from Capo Caco. That's probably going to happen soon.
I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, Capo Caco is, again, still young, so I'm not too worried about him.
Yeah.
I think he's still going to be a productive player, for sure. I don't know if he's going to be a star.
Well, I mean, he only had 9 points in penalty minutes this year.
Well, we'll have to see in the future. We'll have to see what happens, but definitely, I think we'll be at least average NHL player, probably more.
Yeah, like I look at the prospect pool here, and I just see so much elite potential.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking at the.
He has type 1 diabetes and celiac disease.
Who?
Interesting. Capo Caco. Huh. Interesting stuff. I'm looking here at like the prospects, like the ones that haven't played any NHL games, and it doesn't look too promising in that regard. But I mean, they've had so many that have already played in the NHL, so I wouldn't even worry about this one really. Like, Matthew Robertson on.
Is that brother of Jason and Nick?
Of who?
Jason and Nick. There's no way hang on, I'm looking.
That's another defenseman right there playing in the WHL right now. 47 points in 60 games as a defenseman in the WHL. So I mean, that's another guy who's top defensive guy. I don't know. He put up a lot of points for a defenseman. I don't know if he was where he was drafted.
Oh, okay, never mind. They're not related.
He is. Let's see. He's drafted in the second round by the Rangers this year. So his brother's Tyler Robertson. I don't know.
And Griffin, yeah.
I've heard Griffin Robertson before. Where have I heard that?
There's so many Robertsons, man.
Griffin Robertson. Let's see, Tyler Robertson played.
I'm probably related to Dave
Robertson. Dave Roberts.
There's got to be a Dave Robertson out there.
Oh, there's definitely a Dave Robertson. There's many Dave Robertsons.
Let's go to Google.
There's so many Robertsons. I don't think Griffin Robertson was an NHL player.
Yeah, neither was Tyler Robertson.
Yeah.
But that's another guy. 47 points in 60 games as a defenseman in the WHL. Again, just more defensive talent. You add that along with a guy who's gonna steady the whole thing, like Mark Stahl. And I was about to call him Marc Gasol. And it's really, I mean, I don't know how many times I can say it, but it's just looking really bright for the defensive.
So these guys don't currently have a captain. If you guys were to name a captain for the Rangers, who would it be?
Oh,
I did think Marc Stahl was a captain.
I swear he was. You know what? Let me take a quick look.
If it's me, I'm gonna say Mika Zibanejad. He's been on the team.
Thinking him, yeah.
For a good amount of time. He's 27, so he's been in the league for a while, and he puts up points to be a leader on the ice. So, because I think that most people would say Panarin, but he's played on the team for technically not even a year.
Yeah, exactly. You give it to a guy
like him, Chris Kreider, or Marc Stahl, and they all have A's right now, along with Jesper Fast, but I really don't think he's going to get C.
I feel Chris Kreider's been there the longest, but it's kind of like the Morgan Riley situation.
I like Chris Kreider a lot. He's very fast and strong. I like the way he plays. But yeah, I think I'd say Zibanejad or Stahl.
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't really talk about Panarin in the
Yeah, we just kind of zoomed over his stats.
yeah, but like that's a, I mean, obviously he got paid a lot of money to come to New York, but still, I mean, to show up like that in your first year after getting a big contract, that's man, like
He earned his money.
he did, he completely earned his money, and
Definitely.
I think you have a legit case to give him the Hart.
Yeah, I mean, he's my hard vote.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably mine too.
Luka?
Leon Draisaitl was my hard vote, man.
Really? Not Mac?
No.
All right.
Draisaitl, I do agree with you. I mean, he came up big when McDavid was down, but
yeah.
I don't know.
I just think it's more of a Panarin thing because he kind of just took this team and literally like brought them here.
Yeah, man.
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean,
95 points definitely does help.
Yeah, of course.
Huge.
Yeah.
And on a team that I didn't necessarily, I mean, Zibanejad put up good points, but didn't necessarily have like a top-notch point getter on there.
Yeah, like imagine their season without Panarin this season.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I think the third guy was Ryan Strome, and it was a big drop-off.
Yeah.
From Zibanejad, so I mean, they definitely wouldn't be where they are without Panarin. And it's really difficult to do when you come over from a new team. You're trying to prove yourself to like the team, the fans, trying to live up to your contract, and to do it in the way that he did. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go into our playoff predictions now, boys?
Yeah, quickly.
Okay, so they are up against the defensively stacked Carolina Hurricanes.
Ooh.
In their qualifying rounds to make it into the first round of the playoffs. So for me, the Rangers are a really good offensive team, and that's why I'm giving them the series because I'm favoring more offensive teams over the defensive teams. Carolina has some good offense too, but they don't have stars like Panarin. They don't have guys like Zibanejad. They have Aho, but like I just think Panarin, if he continues the form he's on right now, should be an easy win for the Rangers.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna, since you can't predict what's gonna happen after the first round in this crazy playoff format, but for the first round, I'm gonna say, I want to say the Rangers. I just in the playoffs, I usually favor teams that are more defensively sound, but I mean, we've pretty much spent this entire show talking about how good this Rangers defense is. Obviously, I do think Carolina is better, but New York has better offensive talent, and their defense probably isn't as good, but it's still up there. So I would take New York.
All right, so for me, I'm taking Carolina because I feel like if Carolina is able to shut down Panarin, it's a big if for me, but I feel like they have the amount of guys there to shut down Panarin. And sure, New York has more like offensive stars on the team. Of course, like Panarin's not the only point guy on the team. But like obviously, if their defense handles all of Carolina's forwards, I feel like Carolina's got some pretty good offensive defensemen in there that will be able to step up. So like for me, I'm gonna say that like Carolina has really proven to me like over the past year or so that like they are really a contending team. Because I'm gonna be honest, I forgot they existed in the league for the past 4 or 5 years. So I'm gonna take Carolina over these guys.
I want to give it to Carolina, but the Rangers' goaltending is much better.
I mean, I like James Reimer a lot.
Yeah, but James Reimer and Petr Mrazek, is it good enough to stop the offense of the Rangers?
It's Panarin, and then it's what's his name? Zibanejad, and then what? Chris Kreider.
No, I mean
it's those guys, and then it's just a bunch of other guys pitching in the effort.
Putting up good points. They're defensemen
like,
there.
It's not a 3-man team. Like these guys definitely pitch in.
Oh yeah, but like, okay, what seed were the Rangers going into playoffs?
Pardon?
Like, what seed were they in this format?
They are 11.
So it's like Panarin may have brought them here, but he brought them to number 11. So it's like in a regular season, and I know that's hard to compare to everything right now, but it's like in a regular season, he didn't bring them anywhere. He still got 95 points, and they were number 11.
Yeah, you do make a good point. In the
Yeah.
regular season, they don't make the playoffs.
No, yeah, they don't. I like but now that they're in though, I like the experience of Lundqvist in net.
Yeah. Okay, so say they get past Carolina. Say they verse Boston. Who are you giving that to?
I mean, Boston.
Boston.
Yep, same.
Without
Tampa.
Western.
Tampa, I'd probably still go with Tampa. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Capitals.
Yeah. Capitals.
I'd go with Washington.
Philadelphia.
See, that's
Philly
a
beat.
tough one. I honestly, I don't know. I feel like Philadelphia.
I think their closest shot of getting past the first round is if they verse Philadelphia.
Yeah, definitely. Do I think that they win? Probably not, but that's 100% their best shot.
They honestly could because Carter Hart left practice with an injury. So we'll see how that develops.
Sure. Yeah, he's a huge part to them.
Okay, so that's our playoffs. Now, 5 years into the future. I'll
Yeah.
go through mine real quick. I think this team dominates the Metro, to be honest. I think some teams are going to bound to have a fall off. So I think you're looking at a top 3 Metro team, especially if that offense continues to develop. You got Adam Fox, Keandre Miller coming in, good defensive depth.
Good goalies coming in.
And my bold predictions, Shesterkin, never going to get tired of saying that name. He will win a Vezina, and Adam Fox will win a Norris.
Interesting.
Wow.
Now, no cups.
No cup, no.
Yeah, I don't see them necessarily winning a cup, but I'm with you on that. They'll be a top team because average age is young. They still got good guys coming up through the farm system. Their defense is going to be good. How long's Panarin there for?
I think he signed for 7 years.
Okay, so I mean 6 years after this, yeah, I think definitely top 3 team in the Metro.
Yeah, so for me, I mean, I like knowing that guys like Crosby and Ovechkin are, I don't want to say out of their prime, but like they're kind of going over the hump, like in these next couple of years, and they'll start to decline. I think, like once like they basically have until Panarin's contract is up to make something of this team, because I feel like once Panarin's contract is up, if he doesn't re-sign with this team, I don't think the Rangers are much of a team.
I mean, we don't. Yeah, I mean, in 6 years, I'm not sure who they're going to have on their roster.
Fair enough. But I don't know. For me, I could see I see them being like how the Rangers used to be, where it's like they were like playoff locks and they were contenders, but nothing ever really happened.
Yeah.
So they're not going to win a cup. I don't think any of their players are going to win any awards. Like I think Panarin is going to have a couple MVP like votes and stuff, but I don't ever think these guys are going to be a big team for the next 5 years at least.
Yeah, that's fair. So I think me and Brendan are definitely higher on the Rangers than Luca is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we wrap, we are officially on Spotify. So that's a thing now. So we're going to be continuing posting on YouTube, and we're also going to be posting on Spotify.
That's right. So you can get them on Spotify. Go ahead. The Offsiders podcast, same name. You can check there on Spotify. And if you don't have Spotify, then we're still going on YouTube.
Yep. All right, guys.
Okay.
We'll see you for our next episode.
That's right. See you later, everyone.